A desperate single mom struggling to keep her daughter safe. Their whole world is falling apart. Then suddenly, she's trapped in a deadly bank siege. But what if everything you thought you knew about her story was about to change? This is a tale of survival, heartbreak, and a shocking twist that'll leave you speechless. Just when you think you've seen it all, bam! You won't believe what happens next. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Dropping a like and a comment is the least you can do to show some love. And like we always say, even if some stories seem the same, they ain't never the same when I'm the one telling. The movie begins with Janiyah, a single mom fighting to survive while caring for her little girl, Arya. Life is already heavy on her shoulders. The camera shows their small, worn-out home, where every crack and peeling wall whispers about their hard life. Janiyah's world crashes a little more when she finds an eviction notice stuck to her door. Rent is late, and her landlady isn't waiting. But Janiyah can't break down now. Arya needs her. That morning, Arya sadly tells her mom that the school embarrassed her in front of everyone because she didn't have the $40 for lunch. Janiyah holds her close and gently promises, even though her heart is shaking, she'll find that money today. She's counting on her paycheck to save them. But Janiyah's day is just starting to fall apart. At the supermarket where she works as a cashier, life hits her with one blow after another. Rude customers snap at her, and her boss, Richard, picks on her for the smallest mistakes. She's barely holding herself together when Richard tells her to mop the floor. Then her phone buzzes. It's Arya's school. They need her there right away. Janiyah begs Richard to let her go, her voice shaking. After dragging it out, Richard finally agrees, but he only gives her 30 minutes. Janiyah races to the bank, desperate to grab the last $47 in her account to pay for Arya's lunch. But the bank shuts her down. They won't let her take it because her balance would drop too low. Time slipping away, she rushes to the school. But when she arrives, the real nightmare begins. The teacher has already called U.S. Child Protective Services, saying Arya is being neglected. Before Janiyah can fight back or explain, they take Arya away. She's left standing there, broken and powerless. Crushed by grief and panic, Janiyah sprints back to her job, praying her paycheck will be her last chance to get Arya back. But in her rush, she scrapes another car. The car's owner, a white man, confronts her, full of rage. Instead of calming down, he slams his own car into hers on purpose. A female police officer quickly shows up to handle the mess, but things get worse when it's revealed the angry man is also a cop. He tries to scare Janiyah, shouting and throwing threats, but the female officer steps in to calm it down. She tells the man to leave and asks for Janiyah's driver's license. Sadly, Janiyah's license is expired. The officer writes her a ticket and takes her car, stealing away one more piece of her freedom. Janiyah finally makes it back to the supermarket, but she's 2 hours late. Richard, cold as ice, tells her she's fired. Her job is gone, just like that. She begs him, tears falling, asking for another chance. But Richard doesn't care, so she asks for her final paycheck, desperate to get the money right now. Richard refuses. He says it'll be mailed and won't give it to her today. Janiyah won't leave without it. She pleads, holding on to the little hope she has left. Suddenly, 2 armed men storm into the store, trying to rob Richard. Everything explodes into chaos. Acting on pure survival, Janiyah wrestles with one of the robbers and shoots him. But instead of thanking her, Richard accuses her of planning the whole robbery. Shocked and crushed by the false blame, Janiyah panics and, in a snap decision, shoots Richard too. After the heartbreaking shootings, Janiyah grabs her paycheck with shaking hands and bolts to the bank across the street. She's desperate. This money is her last hope. At the counter, a teller named Tessa asks for her ID. That's when Janiyah realizes she doesn't have it. Panic floods her. She pleads with Tessa, tears in her voice, explaining how badly she needs the money. But Tessa stands firm. Bank rules can't be broken. Feeling trapped, Janiyah quietly shows the gun she took from the robber. She never says a threat, but the moment spins out of control. The situation now looks like an armed robbery. Tessa quietly hits the panic button, sending a silent alarm to the police. Nicole, the bank manager, gets a call from dispatch and calmly gives them Janiyah's description. At the same time, Detective Kay Raymond, already chasing leads from the supermarket shooting, is starting to connect the dots. The surveillance footage and witness reports all point to one name, Janiyah. When the police hear Nicole's description, Raymond quickly realizes the woman inside the bank is the same suspect from earlier. Back inside, Janiyah feels the weight of the moment crushing her. She never wanted to be seen as a criminal, but now, to everyone outside, she looks like one. Her hands shaking, her mind racing. She tries to show she's not there to hurt anyone. Slowly, she releases several hostages. In the end, only Nicole, Tessa, and an elderly woman stay behind with her. Just when things seem like they might calm down, Janiyah spots live news footage playing inside the bank. Her heart sinks. The officer who smashed her car and threatened her earlier is now part of the the police team surrounding the building. Fear slams into her. How can she trust them to keep her safe? Her chest tightens, her thoughts spiral, and she starts to lose control. Jania's hope for a peaceful ending fades fast, swallowed by panic and the belief that no one will ever give her a fair chance. From the start, Detective Kay Raymond, a black woman and single mom, sees more than just a suspect. She feels a deep connection to Jania's pain, knowing what it's like to fight alone. As she learns about Jania's eviction and endless struggles, Raymond begins to see herself in the desperate mother. This bond grows stronger, even though they stand on opposite sides of the law. While trying to calm the tense bank standoff, Raymond talks with Jania, and the whole world watches. One of the hostages is live streaming their conversation. Jania opens up, sharing how every system, housing, school, work, even banks, has let her down when she needed them most. Her raw truth hits hard, not just with Raymond, but with everyone watching. Jania's words hit Detective Raymond deep. They bring back her own painful memories. Growing up with nothing, watching her mother struggle, and feeling the cold neglect of a world that didn't care. Raymond knows what it's like to be pushed to the edge. That shared pain fuels her. She's the only officer who sees Jania not as a criminal, but as a person who needs help. But then the FBI steps in, and everything changes. They bring a harder, more dangerous plan. Raymond acts fast. She confronts the officer who had threatened Jania earlier and makes sure he's removed. She promises Jania, "No one will hurt you now." Jania, shaken but trusting, starts to calm down. Nicole, the bank manager, confirms the threatening cop is gone, helping ease the tension. Then everything shifts. The FBI gives Jania back her phone, and she gets a call from her mother. On the other end, the news hits like a punch. Arya died the day before. This is the emotional heart of the film straw. When Jania hears that Arya's gone, everything inside her breaks. Grief, shock, and pain flood her mind, and she starts losing grip on what's real. Her thoughts spiral into fear and confusion. In her panic, she imagines the worst. The FBI bursting in, shooting her, and taking Nicole away. It's a dark, terrifying vision, full of hopelessness. Jania feels like her story, like so many others, will end in violence and silence. But that dark ending only lives in Jania's mind. In real life, Nicole, the bank manager who has come to truly understand her, gently pulls her back. Nicole takes Jania's hand and walks out of the bank with her. Her brave, selfless act makes her a human shield, standing between Jania and the FBI ready to use force. Her message is clear. Jania is not a threat, and she does not deserve to die. At that moment, Detective Kay Raymond breaks from her team. She calmly steps forward and safely arrests Jania before anyone else acts. Raymond's choice protects Jania's body and her dignity. The first time she's truly seen and heard. For the first time, Jania is not silenced. She's real. She is alive. What would you do if you fought everything to protect your child, only to have your whole world collapse in one day? Would you keep fighting or give up to save yourself? Drop a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I want to hear how you'd handle this heartbreaking struggle.